Alright guys, how are we doing today? Today we're going to be doing another basic vaping video. Today we're going to be taking a look at these right here. All different styles and sizes. But we're going to run from the 1600 or the 1600 all the way down to the 650. I know they do make some that are a little bit smaller. Most of the ones I'm going to be showing you today are going to be Kanger style devices, and there are a couple other style devices. Basically, you know, I'm going to go through, show you the basics of it, and then we'll come back out and, you know, I'll let you guys out of here for tonight, and I'll just go ahead and let you guys know that the next video that I'm going to be doing is going to be doing a tank style video on the tanks that you're going to be using in the basic vaping. And then we're going to do a couple more basic vaping videos along those lines, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up the basic vaping series that I'm going to be doing. So give me 1 second guys, and I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this stuff ready, and then we'll come back in and dive down into the devices. Alright guys, welcome back. I went and picked up the rest of the stuff for the stuff, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start out showing you the little 650 version. They do go a little bit smaller. I don't know if Kanger makes one that's a little bit smaller, but I know some companies do. I do believe that the smallest they go down to is about a 450, 400 style battery. A lot of these are going to be this fairly similar. Most of them are always going to be either 3 or 5 clicks on. These ones are 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. Okay, and whenever I'm talking about the 650, like what this is a 650 milliamp hour battery, which, I mean, as you go down to the smaller batteries, you're looking at a little bit less vape time. As you progress up in the batteries, you're looking at a little bit more vape time. And then as you get into the bigger style batteries, you know, you're going to get into your variable voltage style batteries. They both have 510 threading and ego threading on them, which the ego threading is right here. With a lot of these, they're going to charge in an ego style charger like this. You're going to plug them in like this. And whenever you are doing this, just make sure you're not torquing them down too hard. You can fuse these together. You can, you know, cross thread them, and then they're going to be stuck together, which is going to ruin, typically in that case, it's going to ruin both of your devices. So, and as you progress up, you know, you'll step up into the 900 style batteries, which once again, typically with most of these batteries, depending on the company and everything else, I mean, you're looking at running probably on a low end of the scale, probably somewhere in between the 3.2 range, voltage range, maybe up to about the 4.2 at the max with a lot of these devices. This is going to be the 900, which is a little bit bigger. And it's like I said, typically as you step up battery life, you know, they're going to step up in the hours that you're able to use them. A lot of that is dependent on the fact of how much you are using your device, depending on which device you have. If you're chain vaping a lot of the times, you know, it is going to bring down the battery life in your devices. As we go up, the next one in the progression is going to be probably more of a 900 style, but as this one comes, this one's a pass-through. It comes with a little bit different style charger. It comes with a USB style charger, and you can use this one while you are vaping. Now, I would tell you whenever you do not have these in use to please make sure you turn them off if they're thrown down in your purse, thrown down into your pocket. That way they're not firing while they're down in there, because that can cause a whole bunch of issues. So please, whenever you're not using your devices, you know, please make sure you turn them off. As we go up from there, we're going to get up into, you know, the 1000, 1100 style batteries. This one's a little bit different. This one is a variable voltage battery. Typically the way this one is adjusted is that's going to go ahead and turn it on, and then it's going to be 3 clicks to change the variable voltage end on them. And as the lights change, it's going to change what voltage that it is set at, and then it'll be 5 clicks off, and then it'll rainbow on you. That's as you're starting to get up to the variable voltage end of the devices. Typically some of the other variable voltage in style devices are going to be like your vision spinners right here. And typically with these, they're going to go through from about, try to get my camera to focus here, focus. They're going to run from about 3.3 volts or 3.2 volts all the way up to about 4.8 volts. I would typically say, you know, start out the cheapest route that you can to see if the vaping scene is going to be for you, because it is not going to be for everybody. We would like to get as many people as we can vaping, but once again, it's not going to be for everybody. I personally, if I were to do, would be using a variable voltage style device, just on the fact that I like to adjust my settings, and a lot of people do. And this one right here is a 1300 milliamp hour battery for that particular vision spinner. This one right here is a 1600 Kangaroo EVOD variable voltage battery. It's the same concept, 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. This one goes from 3.2 to 4.8 volts. And it's like I said, as you progress up in the battery life, you know, depending on the variable voltage that you're running at, and depending on how much you use it, you are going to get the longer battery life out of it. Anytime it goes up in mAh, that means it's going up in battery life. Then you're going to get into your a little bit different style devices, like the iTaste variable voltage, which is a square device. It has a USB on it. It's going to be the same concept with a lot of the other ones. You know, 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. With this one, it's going to show a battery indicator on it. It'll be green whenever it's fully charged, yellow as it goes to halfway, and then red as it needs charged. And with this one, there's these little knobs on here. You're going to get the puff counter at first, and you're going to be able to adjust the volts on it. And you can, there's one for each one that's going to go up and down. Typically with these style batteries, you know, you're looking at, you know, 1100 to 1000 mAh, depending on which battery maker it is. You know, they do go up bigger, they do go up smaller. Most of these batteries, you know, will have a wide range for the companies that are making them. This one is going to be the USB style charging whenever you are doing it. I'm pretty sure it can be used as a pass-through, so it can be used as you're vaping it. But other than that, guys, that is all the devices that I do have to show you today. I'm going to go ahead and take a vape real quick, and we're going to go ahead and get you guys out of here for the day. One last thing before we do let you out of here, guys, I do want to tell you, go out and watch as many reviews as you can, and go out and do as much research as you can on every single device that you're thinking about buying. Don't just take my opinion on these things, because it is my opinion. Other than that, guys, you guys have a good night and vape safe.